Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. Is Luna gone for good or gone for now? Here's why Luna's resurrection needs to happen. Deadly departure can be undone. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that we have to talk about why Luna Nozawa's resurrection still needs to happen. Luna's deadly departure can easily be undone, so let's mull over the potential for another exciting chapter of the story. There's a reason why everyone on social media is struggling to believe Luna's really gone for good. If B&B wanted fans to accept Luna's grim fate, they really should have shown her dead body on the side of the road. Furthermore, if this was going to be the outcome for Luna, why didn't they just let Luna die after she got shot at the beach house? It would have been a more dramatic and definitive ending if Luna had perished in the operating room. Instead, Lee Finnegan told everyone that Luna died off-screen in recovery. Since that wasn't true, it's understandable that people are speculating about Luna's survival all over again now. What else are we supposed to do when no corpse was shown and B&B has played this game before? Deputy Chief Bradley Baker said Luna was killed instantly by the car that mowed her down, but how can we know for sure since none of us saw it with our own eyes? The show may intentionally be leaving the door open for a rewrite and a shocking Luna comeback. Even Luna's miscarriage could be undone if the prison doctor lied to Deputy Chief Baker for some reason. Regardless, the CBS soap left so much drama on the table by sending Luna out with a whimper. This was a beyond lackluster ending for the character and really needs to be rectified at some point. It's strange that the show skipped the obvious route of Luna taking a tumble off the pier and disappearing into the water. One of the many characters involved in the manhunt could have pushed Luna to her presumed death. Then, Luna could have resurfaced down the road with an infant to derail Will Spencer and Electra Forrester's happily ever after. It could have come out that Luna was manipulating Will about the baby loss. The show could still pull off Luna's resurrection and Spencer family edition with a few strokes of the pen. It's just a matter of whether they'll actually do it, but maybe they indeed could once they run out of ideas and need another source of drama. Perhaps that's part of the reason for Luna's off-screen demise, so it's worth keeping in mind if you're bummed about losing Luna and all her scheming. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Luna will be out of the picture for now, but we'll bring you updates if any return news happens somewhere down the line. Dollar Bill takes charge. Luna fallout causes Brooke's tight spot. The bold and the beautiful spoilers update for Monday, November 24th, reveals that Dollar Bill Spencer will take charge after the Luna Nozawa fallout leads to Brooke Logan Forrester's tight spot. First on Monday's B&B episode, the news of Luna's demise will spread like wildfire. It's all the internet will be talking about, so there'll be a big discussion at Forrester Creations about how to handle the PR crisis related to their former intern. Katie would normally take the lead since she indeed runs the PR division at the company, or she did up to now. However, Brooke will catch Katie off guard by admitting they're already handling this without her. Since Katie is so connected to the Luna saga, Brooke may argue it's best for her to step aside. Katie isn't the right person to spin this in the press, so Brooke will land in a tricky situation as she conveys that. Of course, Katie may not be permanently kicked out of her job. It could be more of a temporary thing, but she'll still mull over her future after Brooke updates her on the changes. As for who might replace Katie or at least pitch in on the PR team, it's possible art teacher Dylan will tackle a new career path. Dylan has some scenes coming up at Forrester Creations and will bring some interesting revelations with her during the week of November 24th to 28th. While Brooke, Katie, Rich Forrester, Eric Forrester, John McCook, and Donna Logan Forrester discuss the Luna fallout, Dollar Bill will make a huge comeback. It sounds like Bill will decide he's done with this nice guy act. Although Bill wants to be a man who's worthy of Katie, that doesn't mean he has to go overboard. Bill doesn't have to be a scary monster, but he doesn't have to be a total pushover either. Maybe Bill can strike a balance that leaves him feeling large and in charge without sacrificing who he is at his core. At some point, Katie will tell Bill that she's lost her position at Forrester. Even if Katie might be able to reclaim it after the Luna crisis is over, Bill won't think she should. Instead, Bill will want Katie to join him at Spencer Publications and convince Will Spencer to abandon the Forrester ship for his family business as well. Why Luna's resurrection needs to happen. Her death isn't an ending, it's the next twist the show is begging for. The bold and the beautiful has never shied away from shocking exits, presumed deaths, or twisty resurrections, and Luna Nozawa's recent disappearance, injury, and rumored death hits every single classic soap checklist. But here's why Luna's so-called deadly departure cannot be permanent, and why her resurrection isn't just possible, it's necessary. Medium White Star 1. Luna's arc was never complete, and B&B never ends a story mid-flight. Luna's journey wasn't just about romance or the paternity mystery, it was about identity, trauma, and discovering who she truly is. Her disappearance. Unresolved. Suspicious. Heavily manipulated by Sheila and her accomplices. Surrounded by clues that contradict a real death. When a character's emotional arc is only half explored, soaps never remove them for good. Luna's story screams unfinished. Medium White Star 2. Too many characters are emotionally invested. B&B doesn't waste emotional beats. Look at who is crushed by Luna's death. Will, racked with guilt and unresolved love. Bill, whose protective fury is only increasing. Lee, whose grief has transformed into obsession. Poppy, hiding too many secrets to walk away now. Sheila, who clearly benefits from Luna being gone. When this many characters explode from one event, it's because the writers are building to a return reveal. Medium White Star 3. Luna is the only character who can expose the real villains. Her disappearance is tied to heavy checkmark Sheila. Heavy checkmark Tobias. Heavy checkmark a mystery driver. Heavy checkmark the accomplice Luna saw. Heavy checkmark transport tampering. Heavy checkmark possible drugging and staged scenes. Only Luna knows. The truth about the crash. The second person she saw. The timeline of events. The sedative and transport manipulation. The real reason she fled Will. What happened in the safe house. And B&B always brings the victim back to blow open the truth. Without Luna resurfacing, the mystery collapses. Medium White Star 4. Luna's death has all the markers of a staged soap exit. Soap opera deaths usually have no body, inconsistent injuries, conflicting witness accounts, Sheila lurking, a rushed medical pronouncement, a suspiciously fast transport, off-screen chaos. Luna's situation checks every single box. The show practically outlined a fake death storyline. Medium White Star 5. Fans haven't let go, and the writers know it. From social media to forums to YouTube reactions, fan response has been explosive. Everyone is saying the same thing. Luna is not dead. B&B listens when a character hits lightning, and Luna, played by Lisa Yamada, became a fan favorite instantly. You don't throw that away. You build a resurrection around it. Medium White Star 6. Will's story cannot move forward without Luna. Will's guilt. Will's denial. Will's obsession with finding the real driver. Will's emotional unraveling. Will's future as a leading man. All of this hinges on Luna returning alive. Without her. No payoff. No closure. No redemption. No romance arc. No father-son storyline for Bill to clash over. Her resurrection is the turning point Will's entire character trajectory depends on. Medium White Star 7. Sheila Carter is involved, and presumed death is her signature move. When Sheila is in the mix, a death is never a death. Sheila's favorite tactics include staged deaths, faked medical emergencies, hidden survivors, underground hideouts, transport tampering, accomplices who clean up after her. Luna's disappearance has Sheila's fingerprints all over it. Sheila never kills a useful hostage, she moves them. And Luna is very useful to her. The rain was coming down in sheets along the cliffs of Malibu, violent, wind-whipped, and unrelenting. Police lights cut the darkness, red and blue flashing across the wet stone. For the officers on scene, it was chaos. For Bill Spencer, it was hell. He was kneeling on the rocks, drenched, mud spattered, his breath coming in sharp, uneven bursts as he stared at the broken bracelet in his palm. Luna's bracelet. His voice cracked as he whispered, "No, no. Luna." Deputy Chief Baker approached through the storm, shouting to be heard. "Mr. Spencer, we haven't found a body. Strong undertow tonight. It's possible she was taken out to sea." Bill snapped. "I don't want possible. I want to know where she is." Then, a scream. One of the officers shouted from below the cliff line, "We've got something. Someone's down here." Bill didn't wait. He ran, slipping, sliding, ignoring Baker's orders, and climbed down toward the beach where 2 EMTs were already kneeling. And there she was. Luna. Face pale. Lips blue. Hair tangled and soaked with seawater. Her chest barely moving. Barely. Please, Bill breathed, dropping beside her. Please, Luna, stay with us. One EMT uttered, pulse is weak. Faint. She's alive, but barely. We need to move now. Bill swallowed hard. Do whatever it takes. And then he watched as the girl he once promised to protect, his complicated connection, his torment, his nay daughter, was lifted onto a gurney and rushed toward the ambulance. The doors slammed. The siren wailed. Bill stood frozen, trembling. She wasn't gone. Not yet. The ambulance tore through the storm-soaked stretch of PCH, hydroplaning, sirens piercing the night. Inside, Luna's breaths were shallow, her pulse erratic. One EMT hovered above her, squeezing an oxygen bag. BP dropping. Stay with me, Luna, he whispered. Don't you give up. Her eyelids fluttered. A faint whisper, barely audible. Will. Then her body jerked sharply. Seizing. The EMT pressed a finger to her neck. She's crashing. Come on, Luna, come Owen. Static from the radio sparked. Dispatch responded. No ER beds at Ukla. Route to alternate facility. The EMT grimaced. We don't have time. She won't make another 10 minutes. The dispatcher spoke again, lower now. Rerouting to Auxiliary Medical Center, coordinates transmitting. And, it's secure. Keep that in mind. Secure? The EMT didn't have time to question it. He just shouted, G.O. The driver hit the accelerator. The facility was unlike any hospital Luna had ever seen. Dimly lit. Concrete walls. A hidden entrance behind a shuttered warehouse sign. Guards at the door. No markings. No sign of public access. Bill arrived seconds after the ambulance, Baker behind him. Where the hell are we? Bill barked. It's an emergency trauma site, Baker said. Off books. Used when hospitals overflow. Don't fight me, Spencer. She needed immediate care. Inside, doctors swarmed Luna's gurney. Her wet clothes were cut off. Electrodes slapped onto her chest. Her body convulsed once as they lifted her onto the table. BP still falling. No response to fluids. Check oxygen saturation. Bill's heart thundered. He stepped forward. Luna, sweetheart, listen to me, stay with them. Stay with us. A doctor pushed him back. Sir, out. Now. No. Bill roared. She needs someone who. The monitor screamed. A long, piercing tone. Flatline. Everything froze. A nurse whispered, she's gone. Bill felt everything drain from his body. His knees buckled. He clutched the wall. No, no. Luna. Then. Charge to 200. The doctor grabbed the defibrillator paddles. Clear. Luna's body jolted violently. Still flatline. Again. 300. Clear. Another jolt. Her chest lifted. Fell. Silence. Bill's breath hitched. He whispered, please. I can't lose her. Not like this. 400. Last time. Clear. The shock surged through her. The monitor stayed dead for one long, horrible second. Then a beep. Another. A steady rhythm. She's back, the nurse cried. She's back. Bill nearly collapsed. Act 4. Luna's return. Luna's eyelids fluttered. Her fingers twitched. Her breathing steadied, still shallow but stable enough for oxygen. A doctor exhaled. She's alive. Weak, but alive. We need to monitor for brain trauma. Bill gripped the edge of the bed, tears mixing with the rainwater still on his cheeks. She looked so small. So young. So breakable. She fought, he whispered. That's Luna. She doesn't give up. Baker placed a hand on his shoulder. She'll need police protection. Sheila Carter's still at large. Bill froze. Sheila knew about this place. How would you know that? Baker asked. Bill didn't answer. Because deep down, he knew. Sheila didn't let people die by accident. Something about this wasn't adding up. Hours passed. Machines beeped. Nurses entered and exited quietly. Bill never left her side. At 4:17 a.m., Luna stirred. Her fingers curled weakly. Her lips parted. And then her eyes opened. Slow. Heavy. Confused. Bill leaned in instantly. Luna, sweetheart, can you hear me? Her voice was barely a whisper. Where? You're safe, Bill promised. You made it. You're alive. Tears pooled in her eyes. Will, is he okay? Bill swallowed. He's fine. And he's looking for you. She closed her eyes again, but only for a moment. Then, a sharp inhale. Her eyes snapped open, terror flooding them. No, 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 she wasn't alone. Bill, there were TWO. Bill froze. Two what? Drivers, she whispered. Two people. I saw. Her breathing spiked. Machines beeped frantically. Luna, calm down, just breathe. But she wasn't hearing him. She was seeing something else. Something horrific. Her lips trembled. The car, the headlights, she didn't drive alone. She laughed. Who? Bill demanded. Luna shook violently. Sheila was there, but someone else, behind her, someone I knew. Bill felt ice crawl up his spine. Someone who knew Luna. Someone who didn't want her alive. Someone helping Sheila. Luna, he said softly, who did you see? She closed her eyes. And whispered the name. Bill's world cracked. Baker returned with updates. The cliffs are clear. No sign of the vehicle yet. We're expanding the search. Bill cut him off. Baker. Sheila wasn't alone tonight. Baker's face tensed. What? Luna remembers a second person. Someone she recognized. Who? Bill didn't answer. Not yet. He looked back into Luna's room, her fragile body, her trembling hands, her haunted eyes. He couldn't drag her into more chaos. Not while she was barely clinging to consciousness. But he knew. This wasn't an accident. This was an execution attempt. And someone close had helped orchestrate it. His voice hardened. Until Luna gives an official statement, nobody else knows she's alive. No family. No press. No police beyond your top two men. Baker's eyebrows shot up. That's highly irregular. Bill leaned in, deadly serious. I don't trust anyone right now. Luna drifted in and out of sleep. Each time she woke, she said the same thing. Sheila wasn't alone, she wasn't alone. A shadow moved outside her room window. Bill caught it. Turned sharply. The hallway was empty. Then, his phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. You saved her once. You won't save her twice. Bill's blood ran cold. He looked to the nurse's station. Lock this floor down. Now. He sprinted into Luna's room. She stirred. Bill? He pressed a hand gently to her cheek. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Her voice quivered. Don't let her find me again. Bill's jaw clenched. I won't. But as he looked through the narrow glass window into the dim corridor, he realized something. Sheila already knew. Luna was alive. And she was coming. Doctors ran another scan. They whispered quietly in the corner. Bill's stomach twisted. What is it now? The lead doctor stepped forward. Mr. Spencer, we revived her. She's breathing on her own. But what? She has signs of chemical suppression in her bloodstream. Bill stiffened. What kind of chemical? Sedatives. High dose. Concentrated. The kind meant to keep a patient docile. The doctor's eyes narrowed. Not the kind used in hospitals. Bill's throat tightened. Are you saying she was drugged before she fell into the ocean? Oh yes, the doctor said. Heavily. And these injuries, he pointed to bruising behind Luna's shoulders, her wrists, her ribs. They are not consistent with a fall. Bill felt his rage ignite. They moved her, he whispered. They drugged her. They staged the crash. And then, his phone buzzed again. Another text. From the same unknown number. We're not done with her. Bill's eyes darkened. Baker. The detective rushed in. What now? Bill handed him the phone. Baker's face drained. Oh my God. Bill's voice dropped low. Put out an order. Sheila Carter is to be hunted. Night and day. And the person who helped her will be exposed. His voice broke slightly. And when I get my hands on them, God help them. 5 hours later. Dawn. The storm had passed, leaving the sky streaked with pale pink. Luna stirred again. Bill leaned closer. Easy. You're safe. Her eyes filled with tears. Bill. I wasn't supposed to survive. But you did, he said firmly. You're strong. You're a fighter. She shook her head. It wasn't strength. It was will. Bill swallowed hard. What do you mean? When the car hit me, I heard him yelling my name. I thought I was dying. Her voice trembled. And then I heard him again. Not outside. Inside my head. Telling me to fight. Bill's chest tightened. A single tear ran down Luna's cheek. I came back, because he didn't want me to go. Bill sat back, overwhelmed. Luna. Will thought you were gone. He thought he killed you. He hates himself for it. I need to tell him, she whispered. I need him to know. Bill brushed a strand of hair from her face. You will. Then Luna asked the question he had been dreading. Bill, who do you think the second driver was? Bill hesitated. Then. He told her. Luna's eyes widened in horror. No, Bill, you can't trust them, you can't. Her heart monitor began to spike. Luna, stop, breathe, just breathe. But she kept repeating the same thing. Sheila wasn't the real threat. She wasn't the one trying to kill me. It was the other person. The one who's been close all along. Her voice fell to a whisper. And they're coming back. For me. Episode ending tag. Bill steps into the hallway, muscles tense, jaw clenched, eyes burning with fury. Baker meets him. We've identified a vehicle. Found it abandoned above the cliffs. Bill breathes hard. And the driver? Still unknown. But we found fingerprints. Bill turns slowly. And Baker says the name. Bill freezes.